But still, the humorous puzzle stands far from being solved. A foreign assassin came into the world from days of old, days long ago. She passed in every nation, looking for lives to mount, hound, and destroy. And to our amazement, every nation gave way. Beguiled by Lavinia malicious promises, they signed a contract and said, as long as your pay is good, kill as many as you would, we will disguise your cause. So she went out in the name of the law, announcing in bold the resplendence of her beauty and vague the real warning she was supposed to wear. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Moses Jonathan, presenting to you the licensed assassin. This assassin is somebody familiar, for we meet with her in diverse places, in our roadways, in our televisions, or even in our smartphones. In one way or another, we have crossed paths with our decoys. Maybe you're students, still wondering who is she? Angry with me? Well, don't be. Why? We'll speak facts, and with facts alone. With me are 7 facts as I gather them from ASAH, Action on Smoking and Health Organization. So to the 7 facts. 1 person dies every 6 seconds from a tobacco-related disease. This is equal to 10 people per minute, equal to 600 people per hour. Over 20% of all deaths occurring in US are tobacco-related. This in itself is more than all deaths which are caused by accidents, murder, and HIV/AIDS. So, the world today is busy fighting HIV/AIDS, leaving this assassin who is bloodthirsty and even sanguinary strutting about unscathed. Really? But this is not all. Tobacco smoke contains over 4,000 chemicals with 250 compounds which are known to harm human body. Actually, this should be something which should really scare us. But something which is worth bemoaning is the fact that more than 6,000 people die every year from tobacco-related diseases worldwide, and 1/3 of them are poor children. Of a staggering weight is the fact that 100 million people died in the past century from tobacco-related disease. No actions taken, 1 billion people will die this century from the same. But of an even tottering weight is the fact that there is no safe level of exposure to second-hand tobacco smoke. This simply means a person who inhales a micron of it is walking at the same edge of a precipice as the one who quaffs the whole pipe. And this tobacco game kills up to 50% of the species. So, here's my argument. If cigarette smoking is this dangerous, then why not ban it? The worst market, rise and falls are laws of nature. If something is harmful, will crumble. If something is useful, will thrive. Why not these suicide pieces? I think here's why. The assassin's pay is good for every life she kills. I'm not talking without evidence though. Tobacco industry is reported by ASAH in 2010. His revenue amounted to $664 billion US. This by itself is more than the GDP of all nations in the world except 18. So, I'll pose a question. Is money more important than life? The answer is yes. Not my answer though. This is the answer all governments inclined to give. But if it wasn't so, then cigarette would have been a decent memory. I'll pose another question. Is the profit gain fair? The answer is no. Why? The trade is unfair. And here is my argument. For any business, the protocols are clear. The seller has the freedom to customize, the buyer the freedom to purchase. No one has neither the freedom nor the right to coerce the buyer to keep on buying the same product over and over again, even if it doesn't suit the need. In other words, customers' willpower is crucial. However, this is not the case with cigarette. For it employs a mind game. There's a giant in people's mind which coerces users to keep on buying cigarette even when they wish not to. This giant completely incarcerates and completely revitalizes people's willpower. I've heard some say, he's too powerful. I can't resist him even when I wish to. This is the giant's name. His name is addiction, the 21st century slave master. And he is actually the base and the predicate for all gain coming from tobacco industry. Any business built on this kind of stand will sure escape. Why? Because it capitalizes on people's weaknesses. Our governments do know this, but they would rather not help. Why? Saying the assassin's pay is good for every life she kills. Finally, I'm not an insurgent, neither am I intransigent, for I do care about the economy of our nations. But for life's sake, I must speak. Money is not everything. For in accumulation of gold and silver, even to reprint the entire world with them, still will not be enough to purchase even one life, even for that simplest, poorest beggar in the remotest corner of earth. Oh, this century should not pass before this becomes an outlaw. This is my lachrymose upbraid in memory of all dreamers and all destinies this licensed assassin has destroyed.